Rectum hell. I mean, no. Oh wait, we're live.
Yes, we are. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Wednesday night game of TORGanized play. So as you can see, Chaos definitely follows this channel no matter what stream we're running. Before we jump into handing the reins back to Jim to continue with our Carredon, what is this? Revenge of the Carredon?
Yes.
I want to give a shout out, which I will reiterate as per in the past. We do not, or none of us, get any kind of monetary rewards for giving shout outs for any of the products we throw out here. We just like to share what we use so that you can use it too. So with that being said, right in the middle of the screen, that giant there is brought to you through the Roll20 app. Allows us to put artwork as well as maps and keep our players kind of immersed in our game. Um, Roll20 allows you to create your campaigns, put your battle maps in there, give some immersion, give some battle. What's the word I'm looking for? Battle.
Immersion.
No, the other one. Awareness. Situational awareness. To know where you're at in the battle compared to where anybody else is at. Anyway, Roll20 allows you to create your games and play them online with your friends or colleagues or however you want to look at it. As you can tell, we're all here from several different places within the country, so it allows us to do just that, to join together and play a game. Let's see, in the middle of the screen, you'll see this guy right here that I am putting a black ping on. This is my character. I created him through Hero Forge. Hero Forge is a website you can go to create a custom miniature that once you've created it, you can have them send you a created miniature of that, or you can get them to give you the program so you can download it and print it off on your own 3D printer. But if you're a subscriber to them, you can make a digital version, like I have done, and use in your digital games, like on Roll20, Foundry, or Fantasy Grounds. Last but not least, we have GUICube. If you've not had a chance to check out GUICube, go to GUICube.com and see all the stuff they've got. It is a company that created a world in the fantasy realm about 3 to 4 years ago, and over the last several years has been expanded upon by the community itself. So if you haven't had a chance, go check that out. Let's see. If you're watching us on Twitch right now, we have two links down below. One is for our website, which you can go to and check out the shop to see what we have available, like the emblem you saw when the screen went black after the entrance music and video. Also, we have t-shirts. This is Army Corps, based off our Mutants Masterminds game. I don't think we have one yet made for the Torg Eternity or TORGanized play, but if those here at the table come up with an idea they'd like to have, we can have that put on a shirt as well. Something that's cleared. I don't want to just put something out there that has not been cleared. Also, the most important one is that link to Extra Life. You click on it, it'll take you to the Extra Life website so you can give to the Children's Miracle Network as well as Children's Hospitals. Year long, anytime you can or when you'd like to. And last but not least, if you're watching us on Twitch, we have down beside our chat bar a little bubble looking object that is called a chaos bubble as far as we're concerned. You can click on that as you watch us. The longer you watch us, it'll give you the availability to click on it. I don't know how the algorithm actually works. I don't know if conversing in chat gives you more points. There's something out there that will tell you that. I just don't know it off the top of my head, so I'm not going to lie to you. But you click on them, collect those points, and you can spend those to cause chaos in our Friday night 5th edition D&D game, Consequences of Chaos. Because Lord knows Robert loves chaos to the point where we're not even adding enough to him. So we're going to let the audience do it for us.
Bring it
I'll
on.
converse and see if I get more. All right. Thank you. Let's see. Also, tonight is the first TORGanized play being streamed on Kick. So we are on Twitch as well as Kick. So let's see how we do on either one of them. Let's see. Jim. No, not Jim. Right now I got to hand it off to Lehman and Mark before we hand it off to Jim.
So, yes, check Mark and myself out almost every Tuesday, either on the Ulysses International YouTube channel or on your preferred way to get podcasts. Look for the Torg Eternity Delphi Council debriefings, and we talk weekly about different aspects of Torg and Torg Eternity. We just finished our last of the realities. We did Living Land Part 2 that dropped yesterday, and we will be continuing, so check those out every Tuesday. Also, check out last week here on the stream, we had an adventure that was through the myminifactory.com, which you can get Toward Eternity miniatures, STL files, as well as adventures to supplement the other Toward Eternity adventures out there, and they are quite fun. And you can get those every month through a subscription, which is pretty cool, getting a bite-sized bit of Torg every month instead of having to always wait between Kickstarters. So,
Along
cool.
with the minis you can print.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys got any questions for us or topics, because we're done with the cosms, I think we're done with the cosms, right?
Yes, we are done with the realities.
If you got anything, you're like, well, how does this part work? Or what do you think about this? Or game theory on something that you've had that you want. We were just actually talking about transformations offline before we started, because that might be coming up later on. So yeah, if you got questions about that kind of stuff, topics you'd like covered, throw them out there, because we can talk about anything now.
that email is torgdcd@gmail.com.
And don't worry, Robert, they won't cover year 2.
Yet.
Mark, talking about transformations, if you're okay with it, if I have a storm caller, I can always, once somebody transforms, storm them so that they become core Earth, if that's an easier transformation for you.
Okay, Jim, you're going to need a third character.
Well, I have preps and ideas for that character for every reality, because to be fair, I've been wanting him transformed because for him, he's pretty much not so good for Living Land anymore, because I don't think there's a lot more I can do from him to make him fun.
The good news is that we don't do PvP, so Rod will not be transforming you. But Rod could be transforming itself.
But if Rod's mind controlled,
yes,
and Storm calls me
over me, and
nudge, nudge.
I'm not rubbing my hands together for any particular reason.
Okay, hint, nudge,
anyway, so it's been a couple of weeks, so definitely going to remind everybody. So last week we started off the new act where you guys decided that you were going to go after the acorn representing life, and that was up somewhere near Oslo where there was a Viking thing going on. So you guys boated towards Oslo. Unfortunately, along the way, you found some debris, and once again learned that maybe stopping for debris in the middle of the ocean in Isle is not a good idea, as this time a kraken or giant squid, whichever you wish to call it, decided to attack your boat and try to sink you. But you guys were able to successfully get rid of that and have it go away.
Befriend it.
Yep. Gonna have to find a way to. Once you arrived at the thing, you guys were told that there was no violence going on within the thing upon pain of death. So you were able to come in as outsiders and talk to everybody, and kind of tell some stories, which Robert was able to tell of a glorious storytelling, which is why he has those 3 possibilities up there to use just as a reminder. And then you guys were able to listen to some of the discussions with the thing, and most of the things were kind of decided, without your input. However, you guys were able to tell a good enough story, and basically tell how good the Delphi Council was, that Ignarta stated that her clan would leave the Viking clans and join the Delphi Council. And so after that, the acorn was brought up, in which it was said that basically everyone should just go find it, and the finders were going to be the ones who got to keep the acorn. And so off you guys went. You guys saw some Vikings taking a little bit of a shortcut down the mountain from you, but you decided not to push an avalanche down upon them to slow or anything like that. And good thing later is you realize that it was Lucullus's, new best friend Ignarta that was down there leading her people. And then you later came upon some tracks that were of some undead that you thought were Gospogs that seemed to be headed to a village. Once you got there, you realized they weren't Gospog. They were instead some undead Dwarghar. And you were able to fight off all of those. And that is where we finished last week.
You left out the fact that Tanner gloriously cast Bullet on 4 Drugar.
Yes, I did forget
and the
the
chaplain
360s.
gloriously heals Locutus.
Yes, and Lucullus, in fact, rolled a 60 on a while firing his AK-47. So Tanner,
There's been a lot of glory.
yes, 2 of those 3 were glories. So Tanner, you will now realize that your drone itself can cast Bullet once per act using your skill.
Okay.
Does it have to have a material component?
No, it is just the drone is able. The drone basically kind of like almost pulls out a little gun off of its side, and just shoots off a
Manifests
bullet.
a bolt and sends it on its way.
Right. But unfortunately, it only has 1 ammo that is only able to be used once per act. Lucullus, your cold weather gear basically makes you feel even warmer now as it somehow turns into a climate cloak, which does make you immune to natural cold and heat extremes. So you feel very comfortable in your new cold weather gear. And Chaplain, your holy symbol upon your tunic basically starts to glow, and you feel that if you were to touch that holy symbol and touch another person once per act, it would actually allow you to heal them as though it was a potion of healing.
That resembles a thing I gave you a while ago, but I forget what we called it.
I believe we just called it the rune of healing.
That's what I was starting to type. I'm like, I don't know if I should call it a rune or what, but that works very well. Thank you.
Yep. Also, was there something from the glorious storytelling? I don't remember.
3 possibilities. Those 3 sitting by Tanner's card.
Yes, but
I didn't think you
gloriously.
No, it didn't
When I
glory.
think
you just got outstanding on it.
Yeah, we didn't hit a glory on that one.
Oh, okay.
But those are, because you got the outstanding, that's why you have those 3 possibilities up there next to the trap card that are yours to use as you wish.
Gotcha.
And trap is still coming for somebody.
You just put them next to the trap card because I had your name on it, so that was your reminder that those are yours to use as you wish.
Yes. Thank you. I forgot about that.
Yep, not a problem. So you guys were at the village still. All of the villagers there are very grateful for your assistance in taking care of all of these Durgars, because you feel that the villagers here, while they look to be that they might be able to defend themselves a little bit, with the number of Durgars that were here, they probably would have been very overrun, and now no one has been killed or hurt other than the Durgars, and so they are very happy to thank you, and they kind of give you some warm drinks to keep you warm while you're here. But it is starting to get close to it seems like it's getting a little bit dark where you guys are at right now, but you guys can choose to move on once you kind of say your thank yous, or they say their thank yous to you guys.
You're welcome, Delphi Council 2024.
So you head on towards the valley, and you do notice that it does, as you get closer and closer to the valley, it's getting darker and darker, and there are storms brewing overhead and rolling clouds producing some snow. The colors of the landscape actually kind of fade into this dull gray. If you wish to give me kind of I know stuff about weather, so like a survival or maybe even a arcane check of some kind. You might be able to know more about what's going on.
Ah, I know survival.
I will try my divination.
Nah.
Where's Darby? Where's Darby? Got to figure out what I know.
Magic is still new to me.
You said survival we can do?
Yep.
I got nothing.
Oh, yeah. Borgia is trying to tell you and confuse you
Yeah, there's
about
clearly
the things.
there's just
Tanner
bad
confused
weather.
me. He was successful.
Yeah, clearly it's just bad weather coming up.
He's bad weather. It's no fine. It's fine. I've seen worse radiation storms crossing the Badlands.
So you get closer and closer, and you get this kind of creeping despair and dread going on with them. And now that you're getting closer, you actually recognize kind of that this is probably something that you've heard of called a gloom storm. Not really sure what it's doing for you, but you
Hey, let me ask you a question, Jim, before you get too deep into this. A machete gives me the ability to be favored on a survival roll. Would that be applicable here, or is that just when I'm using the machete in an environment such as that?
I think that that's going to be more kind of when you're using it in the
Okay,
environment. This was just kind of trying to know something about
sure.
it.
Mark, is it a magical machete of weather forecasting, though?
Not yet, but that's
Okay.
good. Just hold that thought.
Wait until he rolls the 60. So while you guys are going, your body, and while you're getting into this, it's just getting so creepy and so dreadful in here. It just, your instinct tells you that you might want to seek shelter for this.
Okay.
So you have the option of moving on, going through it, or trying to go find shelter.
I think we should find shelter.
Shelter sounds good.
Shelter sounds
Yeah,
good.
sounds real good.
Okay.
I'm
Is that
in
another
favor of
survival
shelter.
roll or just doing it?
Well, so there is definitely a whole lot of shelter back at that village. If you wanted to go back to the village, you'd be able to find shelter there, at least for the storm.
How far out of the village are we?
Not very far.
It's probably not a bad idea.
I
I mean,
should,
they'll have hot food and a roof and whatnot.
I should point out that if we do this and the others don't get hit by this storm, there's a chance that they're going to be pulling ahead of us.
Yeah, if we are ahead, we are ahead. Let's find some sort of cave, because Isle is full of caves.
Oh, that can't be a bad idea. Let's
It's,
okay. So I
it's
guess
not a
press
bad
on.
idea at all. Yeah. Well, we find
Press
we
on
find
looking for a
caves.
cave. There might be caves over there.
We look for a cave or tree.
Tree.
A big tree.
With a hole in it.
They were looking for a big tree. Yes.
So the storm overhead is basically kind of covering all of the area. So you think even kind of just being, I mean, you can get into a cave, and that's fine, but you're definitely kind of staying inside the cave and not able to travel while this storm's going on unless you wanted to push through the storm.
I don't think it's a good idea to be in the storm.
Yeah, cave is good.
Okay.
Could we maybe find a way? Doesn't the cave? Don't they have like ways to go places underground here?
Yeah, they're called caves. What are you talking about?
Well, it's like the land between. Don't they have ways you can go down and go into a cave in one spot and come up in a cave in another spot? Maybe we just keep traveling. We just do it underground.
And do you happen to see one of these caves?
I don't know. I'm looking for one. I don't know if I see one or not.
So the nearby caves that you're kind of able to find do not seem to go deep underground. They're just kind of
Okay.
shallow caves that are, enough area that you could get in and shelter from the storm, but not enough that you think you would find a way to travel. Not without using magic to shape the caves or literally mine it.
It's probably a pretty good idea because we don't have oh look, we are in land between la 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 pop cyber papacy. Because that's how it works, right?
Sometimes I hear tell.
Okay. So you guys get in to the cave, and it does start to get pretty dark, and the storm lasts for a pretty good amount of time. I mean, a few hours. And by the time you guys are realizing that the storm is done, it's basically middle of the night and dark. And you're able to tell that the storm has passed because the outside landscape kind of starts to get back a little bit of color to it, so to speak. And you do notice that if few of these trees that are out there kind of turned a bit gray. And you actually notice on some of the trees as you kind of start to come out and head towards the valley that there are birds that are perched up in the trees. And as you walk close to them, they don't make any noises at you. They don't fly away until you're able to get so close that you realize that these birds were perched on this tree limb and died that way.
Oh, the cave was a good idea.
Oh, it was a very good idea. Yes.
Okay, now we have to hustle. I'm not opposed to traveling at night, but I mean, Chaplain's got light for us.
I do.
Tanner is also composing a new song as we're going.
Okay, this is a
Blues
grunge
has
tune.
inspired him. My girlfriend left me. It's a great gloom song, gloom storm, country song.
Gloom grunge.
Yes.
Grunge storm.
That is the name of my house band.
All right, so traveling on as rapidly as we are able to try and make up lost time.
No problem. You guys are going to reach the valley, but that is going to be change of scene.
Oh.
Okay.
Scene
Back
change.
to 5 cards, then, I believe.
That is correct.
I'm going to get rid of the just a flesh wound in case anyone would like.
I do.
I'm tossing down that other black bat or other close call.
I still have an alertness.
I still got 8 close call. Don't think we're going to need step B anytime soon. I'll go ahead and put it down.
Ooh.
Actually, we got to get up to 5 first, don't we?
Back to 5, yeah.
And then
Yep.
do the get rid of.
Okay, so I put down a step D and a coup de grace, which I think is already gone.
Yeah.
Coup de grace got picked up.
I got a step B
Yep.
and a step C, so
I may regret putting the step D out there, but I picked up both close call and just a flesh wound because I bodyguard, and that would be really good to have to bodyguard.
Yep. Oh, look, there's another close call.
I'm not
That's-
giving up an opponent fails or drive offensively
Wait
or
a
second
minute.
chance for that one. I have to.
take that
You're
one
not
back.
picking up drive offensively?
That's what I was
I
trying
have
to
drive offensively.
Yeah, but we don't have a car.
So
He's
Yet.
hoping we'll find something.
Robert,
I'm-
you do need to get to 5, though.
I'm hoping I
Oh, I
can get
thought
on
I
the back
had.
of a
I'm
dragon
sorry.
and fly offensively.
Oh, I apologize. I thought I had only one I needed to draw.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, just a reminder, those were 2 different close calls because 2 cards, same name, do different things.
Yep.
So if you've got the one with the samurai on it, that's the Oh, look, hey, beings, random encounter, go away for a little bit.
Alrighty, so these are going away.
Hang on. That's the wrong close call. Thank you for saying that, Mike.
You
Where'd
want
the
That's
other
the
one
wrong
go?
close call.
I got it because
Someone else picked it
I
up.
Oh,
didn't.
you're fine. You're fine.
No, I didn't mean to put it out there, but I'll put it out there for you.
No, if you want it, keep it. I've got the other close call. I've got a just a flesh wound, so I've got one.
Okay. Yeah, because a close call I got to play one soak.
All right, so these are going away. And 3, 2, 1. And then you guys can choose to recycle if you wish.
I like what I have. Oop, I need to. There.
Once I actually have a decent hand, so I'm good.
All right. All right. You guys push into the Valley of Hallingdal. It is relatively warm here, actually. And coming into this valley, it is very odd because there's no snow on the ground anymore. In fact, you see the green, lush grass. The trees look even healthier than those that you were just coming from, especially after the gloom storm. And you find clear rivers and lakes running through this valley, as well as a lot more wildlife. Um, doo, 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 doo. As you get in, you will find you kind of get into the center of the valley, and what you find is Nodod is in the center of the valley and starting to walk out of the valley, but not so far away that you can't see that Ignarta is on the ground, basically right at the center of the valley, next to kind of a hole that looks like that, there was some digging that went on there. And Nodod is coming away from that area. And he sees you, and especially the chaplain, and he
Hello.
laughs a lot at you. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Little one, you are too slow. This is mine. Get
Only
out
if
of
you can
my
hold.
way.
It's only yours if you can hold on to it. And I think that my friends can cut you down to size.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's not possible. And he will pull his weapon.
Yeah, and Jim,
Yep.
I'm going to give you that finders keepers I believe I previously told you about.
Yep. Let's see. And that is get armed with something. All right. Well, let's.
I
And
noticed.
we all get another positive,
Yes.
which I'm going to need because he's probably got like 6 to 8 of them at this point.
Yeah, I
I
was gonna
noticed you just
say.
signed us all up for kicking his ass. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lucusus is going to anyway.
So
Right.
this is the giant.
Yes.
Uh huh.
Okay.
He's the servant of darkness. Of course we have to kick his ass.
He's just misunderstood.
Thank you. Thank you. See,
No, he's
nobody
not.
likes him. It's pushing him over the edge.
He's evil and he's an asshole.
And he just did something to one of our allies.
It sounds like you are good and you're kind of an arsehole.
Yeah, well, there is your possibilities.
I am a good guy, and I know I'm an asshole.
Well, it seemed like he only wanted to help his people.
Yeah. No problem with him. Apparently, someone's like, I'm a goody goody. He's a
He's
bad
not evil.
man.
He's not bad. He's just drawn that way.
Alrighty then.
All right, so that's already there.
I'm guessing, Jim, you didn't see that I had texted about that card. I was trying to give you time ahead of
You
time.
had, I know, but I was trying to do
And
it.
we had already started.
Yep, it's all right. All right.
So this is all Rod's fault. I see. The whole fight is Rod's fault.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but it's okay.
Excuse me, a little bit. Don't cheat me of my credit.
No, because you weren't the only one that was going to fight. So maybe it's mostly your fault. Others would have done the same. How's that? All right. Perfect. All right, so just to remind you what he looks like.
Yeah, big and ugly.
Yep.
Oh, that's a badass toughness.
Where's the law rocket when you need it?
Well, you guys keep asking for them, and sometimes they give them to you, and sometimes they're just like, we're out. You keep asking.
Yeah.
All right, lend your ears. Actually, do I have any of those other things? Yes, I do. All right, so this is going to be dramatic.
Yep.
Oh,
All right.
let me roll my reality since we're
Yep.
getting started. Oh, and that's 8 good, so I get 2 points.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
All right, so persuasion skill may be used as an interaction attack this round. Target is the defender's persuasion. Heroes will go first and are currently stymied, and any is the approved action.
How far are we from Ingarda? Like, and can we see, is she alive? Is she dead, or?
She does not appear to be moving at the moment, but she doesn't. Nothing about her form makes it look like it would automatically be dead. But
She's not squished.
Can we see her chest rising and falling as she breathes?
You're a little far away to see that kind of subtle movement because you are meters away from her. But
Portal distance or walking distance to her?
Definitely portal distance. You would be able to. It would be like 10 to 12 meters to get to her, depending on if you went right by the Nadad or not. So like 10 if you went right past him, 12 if you kind of wanted to stay out of his reach.
Yeah, I'll run and go around him a little bit.
Okay.
And this way I can try to heal her.
Okay.
So I have a -2 for run. What's my minus for her wounds, or do you want me to just put the -2 and you'll figure out the rest?
You can put in a -2.
All right. So if she has 1 wound, that would heal 2. If she has more than 1 wound, then
she does in fact have more than 1 wound. So that would heal the 2 wounds that she had. That would heal 2 wounds. So
Well, remember, I didn't put in the penalty.
Oh, you didn't put the -2. Okay.
My penalty for running.
Oh, I see. You're stymied. Okay.
But if he has 2 wounds, I would have had to have hit a 17.
Okay. Yep. So you are in fact off by 1 for healing all of her wounds.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. She's not dying, and she's conscious.
Correct. She wakes up enough that when you come over and you cast your healing upon her, her eyes open. She does look kind of, a little shocked to be seeing you. But
Should I? All right. Dial back. Could use some assistance. I am done.
All right. So that was Chaplain.
I plan on maneuvering the giant to get
Okay.
some conditions on him before anybody decides to put other things on him. I assume someone's going to attack him. Yes, no?
You assume correct.
Okay, so let's go ahead and maneuver him as we try to close the distance. I don't think I can hurt him with my pistol. He's a toughness 25. I don't think I can overcome that. So I'm just going to be putting conditions on. So you guys who are going to do the damage, I maybe help you do the damage by putting conditions or whatever, right? So let's do a little maneuver in here as we try. I'm stymied.
And I apologize. I forgot to get rid of the stymied. I did. I was looking at the other line for some reason.
Ooh, that sucks. I got nothing. I'm not going to burn points on that. I'm done.
All right. That was Darby.
Going off of the maneuvering of Darby, Spoot's going to try his own maneuver.
Okay.
Don't do it like I did. That doesn't work.
He didn't.
Oh, no, he didn't.
He, in fact, got a good.
He did get a good.
Let's make him very vulnerable.
All right.
You were the distraction. Well, Spoot was the real thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Somehow, the
Go
smaller creature was able to maneuver him better than the larger.
Oh, he's like man-sized, ish.
It's the rapid darting around that
Mm-hmm.
threw him off.
Yeah, you flew into his eyes. Nobody likes that.
Yeah.
It's coming right at me.
All right.
And then Boria, before anyone else gets into melee combat with him, is going to hey, look, it's the Elf Eliminator. He's going to.
That's not an elf; it's a giant.
He's gonna dual action the Eliminator and the telekinetic strike.
Before you do that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Diminish on the big guy and Haste on you for you.
Oh, sure.
There you go.
I'll take it. I like it.
All right, so there we go.
Oh, nice.
So let's see, Haste. That is an outstanding. So you can ignore 4 points of multi-action penalties for the next minute. And the Diminish is against the Giant's willpower or spirit.
I'm gonna mark myself with a minute of multi-action. Oh, it's very nice.
That will be outstanding versus my willpower spirit.
Okay, so
What were you diminishing?
what do you guys think? 4 points, diminishing an attribute. I don't think diminishing his strength is going to drop his toughness for us. I don't think.
But his dodge would make him easier to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Dex first, then Spirit.
Absolutely.
All right, so we'll go ahead and drop his Dex by 4 points, and he cannot roll 20s again or whatever.
All right. Fair enough.
That counts as an any, so I'll go ahead and draw my card.
Yes. Remember, if you are successful in whatever you're doing this turn, you are getting cards.
Well, I guess I'm modifying what I'll be doing just a little because 4 points of multi-action. That is nice. So I'll be shooting him with the Alpha Eliminator. I will be putting up the telekinetic strike, and let's go for the tricking. The tricking. Let's go for the taunting because the taunt is like, hey, I was on your side, but you're too much of a jerk.
He's just a dick.
It was before 9 o'clock. I did not go for D. I did not call him the Richard. So, no multi-action penalty for me.
No offense to any of our fans named Richard, by the way.
I was, Nixon. I'm going to put that on there and give you some candy.
First rule of holes, Mike.
Well,
Got it.
When you're in one, stop digging.
Okay.
Unless you want the hole to be so deep you can't get out.
Unless you're going to China.
So how does a 16 compare to his current dodge?
Did you include the bonus for him being very vulnerable?
I did not, or the very large. So that's another.
Very large is already accounted in his defenses at the moment, but
okay. No, I did not. So it's a 20. So that's at least an outstanding without the dex.
Okay.
Thinking about it. Let's see. We've got 18, 2 bonus dice. His toughness AP4, it's going to be a 22. Take some of that awesome rolling.
2 shock. Assuming that he has armor 4. What's his armor? Oh, he only has armor 3, so
He has armor 3, so
2 shock.
And then outstanding on my telekinetic strike. And then we have a taunt, which will be a, let's see, I rolled a +9, 16, 20 on the taunt. So that'll be a good success. So let's throw him some, hey, very stymied.
alrighty.
Okay. I am going to be casting a phantasm, and I'm also going to try to use my persuasion against him, because I would like to get him disfavored also. Hopefully I can do that. And what I'm saying to him is, Nadad, your death will give us a great epic to tell at the next thing. So I'm going to use, I believe my phantasm is lower than, no, it's actually the exact same. So, oh, yay, I've disconnected.
We're back to normal then.
I'll just leave it at
Celebration
that.
for it. I mean, jeez.
Robert, I have to say I'm impressed. I mean, I roll a lot of low numbers, but I'm impressed.
Yes,
It's pretty much guaranteed for you at this point, at least once per session.
pretty much.
He's shooting for once an hour. You know, you got to have squad goals.
Yep.
Once an hour?
Yep.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, and let me take the shock. So.
Oh yeah, you got to take shock too. Man, that just freaking sucks all the way around.
Yeah.
And very stymied.
And I'm very stymied, yes.
Well, technically, no, you don't become very stymied because you didn't roll the 1.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Right, that's only on the actual mishap.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Pierre.
Oh, Pierre, your mic is
So
muted.
Perhaps
Drive
zoomuted.
forward and stick him. He is biggie big. Yeah. I will miss him. I do not disconnect.
Okay. All right, so Pierre, you came up into his face.
Like his shin.
Yeah, his toe, you know. Because you actually notice, so when you guys had seen him before, he was large, right? I mean, he was very big. He was a giant. He looked like he has grown to be twice that size. Especially while you guys were, like, pretty much as soon as he saw the chaplain, he was just, like, getting bigger as you guys were starting to attack him. He was just getting bigger and bigger.
So he kind of
You're being gorged. Are you happy to see me?
Thank you, Rachel.
Why are you saying thank you to Rachel?
Because we could hear
Because
her
we
in the
heard her in
background
the
laugh.
background.
Oh, you heard her laugh in the background?
Yes. That's funny.
All right. Well. Oh, and you went over to Narda, didn't you?
I did. I'm within like a couple of steps of him.
Yep. All right, that's fine. So he will all out attack both Pierre and the chaplain.
He's very vulnerable.
Oh, he's
He
very vulnerable.
can't.
Well, that will go away at the end. Nah, yeah, he can't. All right, so he wants to all out attack you, clearly, but he will not be able to. But he will attack both of you. All right, so -2.
Uh-oh.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a small blast. He might have hit Garda with it too.
Oh yeah, it
No.
is. So I didn't even have to take the -2. I forgot it was a -2. Forgot it was a small blast. So either way,
Yep.
he misses and slams his giant maul into the ground and makes a large divot hole into the ground. And that is when a few other things are going to happen.
He gets that vibration in the haft, like when you hit, like with a baseball bat that just freaking rocks your arms. That's what happens with his mishap, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not happy about it.
Is that maul got like stagger on it or whatever? Do you become very
Unwieldy.
vulnerable if you miss?
It does not have the unwieldy, no.
It should.
All right.
And then those conditions will go away.
Yep. But first, let me.
Although I probably shouldn't remind you that the conditions go away, Jim, because Mark is always telling me to stop helping the GM.
That's okay.
I will.
appreciate.
I promise to work on that prior to the next book. Okay.
For no apparent reason at all.
None whatsoever.
Yep.
By the time you're doing that, I'll have been running on Fridays for you for a while, Mark. So I'm assuming there's going to be some payback.
No, I don't do that.
Much.
At all.
Really?
No. Yeah, really. I don't have to do that.
No, I was trying to do something in the background, and it's not doing what I want it to do.
Because you had a mishap.
Yeah, clearly. Does that work? Yeah, that works. All right. Now I got it. All right. At that point, coming out from behind some other trees where they look like they were hiding is Mr. Mallhand and his group.
Oh, jerky McJerky faces.
All right, so that's that guy. And those guys. And they clearly looking at you and at Ignarta and at Nadad, kind of more at the acorn in Nadad's hand as well. Right.
Is it a teeny tiny acorn or is it a giant sized acorn?
It's bigger than a standard acorn. I mean, it's kind of more like, basketball size to you. So it's very small to Nadad, but
Oh, Jim, I
Yep.
forgot to. You gave us the possibility for the Finders Keepers, right?
yes,
Okay. We have not seen what he's using yet, though.
he seems to have some goggles on.
Oh, okay. Oh, more goggles.
And then I am going to need a willpower roll from everyone else because thank you, Escalation Mark. Some Gospogs show up.
Fine Viking berserkers or Gospog?
No, separately from a different direction come up some Gospog.
Oh, at least something I can deal with fine. Freaking chamber around in the Glock and go to work. But you want this pesky willpower roll.
I do. So far, Locutus is failing.
Yep.
Oh,
As is Darby.
yay!
just to add extra fun, right?
Exactly.
Hey, at least you got it out of your dice roller queue.
Right,
Yeah,
so it's
that
not on
happened.
the,
Yeah,
and-
before your
it's not on the
reconnect.
reconnect. Yeah.
That's right.
or a contradictory.
Yeah.
So that was not the one I wanted to copy. All right, so Darby, Tanner, and Locutus. Did not see Spoot.
Spoot was there.
Okay.
He made it. Spoot and Boria are good.
Excellent. All right, this should be fun. The Gospog, however, don't seem to be focused. They are coming kind of off closer to your side, and they just look like they're coming directly towards you guys.
Of course.
If they don't want to, deal with the giant and the other guys first.
Well, an escalation card feels like it should come after you. That's all I'm saying. You're getting bonus rewards for it. You should pay the price for it. All right, Anger of the Gods.
Hey, Robert.
Yeah.
Do you have to be connected to flip that line from to the top?
No, because that's just a leadership ability. So I am becoming very vulnerable so I can get rid of that up.
Noted.
And I'm going to play this so that our bad guys can have a setback.
That's pretty good. Go from an up to a setback.
Well, there's so much confusion with all these new players coming on the field.
He doesn't know who to swing his maul at.
That's fine. All right. So he will actually. I'm just going to move those off to the side. I feel like you guys are going to give those back. Oh, sorry. Did I not? I forgot to show you those to you.
I can get a card on him.
Nope.
Their leader's not a first planning.
No. Those are the little ones.
Second planning. Excellent.
If
And
I'd known he was coming, I could have saved the finders keepers for him.
well, you know, Mark had played that nice
No,
escalate,
yeah.
so he knew it was coming at some point.
I should have.
Shit. I closed it. But you shared it. I can go find it.
Yep. It is up though. It's under the Isle NPCs. So now if I could find all of my character sheets that I put everywhere. So many windows open for me.
Yep.
Are we
And
in a
you always-
mixed or are we in a dominant?
You are in a dominant.
Law of the underdog would be good right now. That's a start, and we're already past that, so never mind.
Is attack approved? No.
Do you have the jersey, Mark?
I do.
So doesn't that put you in a mixed? Only you though?
No, it just allows me to use the possibilities for anything that's supported by core Earth axioms.
Right.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't put me there.
Nope, it doesn't.
That would be OP.
There are some things that have done that. Acted like a talisman as well.
Mm-hmm. I could see Hank Aaron's jersey doing that, but that's not what was written, so.
Nope.
All right. So Nadad will actually come over here, and seeing other enemies, he is going to attack them.
He's attacking the Viking berserkers?
Yep.
Cool.
Does that seem like the setback?
It does.
Nice.
Unfortunately for you, I
Wow. Unbelievable. Well, it is the power of Jim.
Tanner versus Nadad. Four ones.
Well, you know, now I don't need to try to mind control him once they reconnect because that's what I was going to get him to do. Luckily, he's just doing it.
All right. Yeah, they are. All right. So these four are actually going to try to maneuver. Nadad.
Go berserkers.
Right.
Wow.
And they're going to make him very vulnerable. And that was outstanding, so they're also going to make him stymied as well. All right. And then Maulhand will also come up now that he's very vulnerable, and he is going to attack. He is going to all-out attack, in fact. Mm-hmm. And that is going to be outstanding. Malhan looks like he is being relentless as well. And does a couple of points of shock to Nadad. All right. The Gospogs seem a little slow when they're moving towards you. So basically, they, clearly must have gotten caught in some mud and dirt and rocks and whatnot that are slowing their progress. So they were not able to get within range of melee for you this turn. So that is their setback. But these guys, I'm going to say, are free to kind of come after you a little bit, even with the setback, since their boss and everybody attacked Nodod at that point. But they are very confused. Where two. All right, so they're going to come in pairs. So Pierre, you're going to get 2 over by you. Chaplain, 2 are actually coming after Ignarta, so let me put her on the board as well, as she is here. And now that you've got her awake, she is able to participate because, I need more characters.
Eustace better go protect his girlfriend.
And Chaplain 2 are coming after you. And Locutus 2 are coming after you. It's like they know or have seen you. And you guys kind of obviously know that, Malhan had been there with you guys back in the thing, so that's why they kind of know who you guys are. All right.
I feel kind of offensive.
Offended?
Yes,
because they left you alone?
Because they left me alone. It's like, oh.
Chaplain, on you. If it decides to go through. Second one will be on Ignarta.
Ooh.
So that is an 18 against your defense.
18
is the number.
18 is good.
Okay. So it is actually 18 points of damage. They seem to be listening to some directions from Malhand.
Okay. Here you go. I think that's about where you keep your pile.
Yep.
As I will choose to soak that.
And
how many points? How many?
I soaked it.
Okay. It was 18.
It was a wound and 2 shock.
Never mind. I've pooled an opponent fails.
We'll save that for Nadod.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that is going to be a good versus Ignarta.
Excuse me.
The only
16 against Ignarta. All right, so that is just going to be some shock to her. All right. And then this one is against Lucucius. Oops, sorry, I rolled the wrong thing. 14 against you, Lucucius.
It's a miss.
I can let the dogs out. I'll be right back.
Yep. And Pierre, this one's coming against you. $23.
That is a good.
That is going to be 16 points of damage.
That will be 2 shock.
All right, and you will be staggered. So you'll be stymied. All right, that is all of me. You guys can go.
Ingarta, I have to be formed with the troops. I am going to try to portal the two of us the hell over here.
Okay.
And I will take 3 shock to have a bonus to the roll.
Good call.
Yeah, it feels like it is. Because I have to get a, what is a good success, I think, for us to both go.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. Hey, look. Worth it. So, we'll be behind folks.
She will, in fact, go through the portal with you. You know, it does get her closer to Lucucius.
Okay. Thank you, Lucucius.
No, no, she thanks you for helping her get closer to the battle in Lucucius.
Oh, okay. Look, honestly, if she was grateful to him, it's fine. I've done that to a player before.
All right.
Makisa's going to do a haste and enhance on himself. And I'm stymied, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to put a little on that. Where am I at? I'm looking at Tanner's cards. That ain't right. There you go. Last roll was a all right. So 2 points for a minute, and oh, that's an outstanding. So it'll be 3 points to that. All right, I'm done.
Okay. At that point, Ignarta, seeing that you did not attack the two that were on you, she's going to come up and she will attack both of them.
Excellent. Yeah, they whiffed against me, so I wasn't really concerned with them.
A 13 is going to be a standard hit on them, unless you wish to make it better for her.
Give me a second. Yeah, go ahead. I'll drop a possibility for her.
Okay.
Oh, actually, your thing's up here, right?
Since she's an NPC, technically, I could cancel that one, right?
If you so chose. She is stymied because she got. I don't think she should be very stymied. I think I hit that one too many. Yeah, I did. She should only be standard stymied, but. Well, alrighty then. That is an outstanding.
Ooh, wow.
Oof. Oof.
You know,
Wow.
clearly all of my good rolls are in my bonus dice damage, never my actual d20 damage. Because, you know, I was blowing up all of those bonus dice last week, too, or 2 weeks ago. All right.
Yeah, but this one works in our favor.
It does work in your favor this time.
For a
yes.
change.
She, in fact, will kill both of those for you.
It's fitting.
Yep.
I'll shoot her a smile, a cocky smile. Thank you.
She has to put on a good display for her young gentleman.
Yep. All right, so that was her. So Darby, Tanner, Pierre, or Boria?
Tanner, I'm going to first try my reality. Will would be. Oh well.
Reconnect. Come on, Tanner. You can do it. Look at that.
Oh wow.
Oh no, you're one off.
I'm one off.
Correct. It is a dominant, so it's 14.
Why are you stymied?
Because I failed the willpower.
Yeah, but that was this round.
That's this round, yeah.
That is this round.
Yeah. Does anyone have an action or a willpower?
All right,
Okay.
here's what I will do. I am going to play this leadership,
Okay.
and I'm going to give you an action, and let's see what else.
Which I assume you're playing immediately there, Tanner.
Yes.
And then, you know what? Lacusis has, you have telekinetic abilities, I think?
No, I do.
Or is that Boria?
Boria has the telekinetic.
Yeah, Boria has it. So I'm going to give that to Boria. A supporter, because maybe you can telekinetically support people.
Oh, well, I can do that.
And then I am going to draw back to 5. I wanted to have more in my pool before I did that, but, you know, is what it is.
Well, Tanner's reconnected, so gives me at
Yep.
least one roll before he's disconnected again.
I know, but we're in a valley where that we're in a valley, right, or a depression.
Yeah, it's a valley.
Okay, then I'm going to this time just try Phantasm by itself. Oh yeah, and I really would like this to go off, so I will give you one of my
Not a 4. Not a 4.
It's odd how the little things of life just kind of
make you a little happy. It's like, oh,
that's right. You gotta
hey,
find the
that's
joy in the little things.
not a 4.
Exactly. Well, so didn't do much. I got it, but I'm not going to be able to do much with it. So basically, it looks like a dragon is hatching or coming out from where they had been digging as it roars. And I'll probably be using this more for interaction attacks than anything else right now.
All right. Boria, Darby, or Pierre?
I'm shooting at Gospogs, so do your thing.
I will attack the 2 berserkers.
Okay.
My love for you is like a truck, Berserker. Would you like some making fudge, Berserker?
Burbio?
Be right back, bio.
Ah, okay.
It is, after the famous attack of Burbio. It's
But
Oh,
World
it
War
should be
One
two
trench
two
warfare.
more, so it's a 15. I
beautiful
didn't have-
movie reference there, Liam.
Oh wait, no, I have Whirlwind, so that is a 17.
Okay. So 17 is good. And they do have 1 toughness, or 1 armor, sorry.
Good one. Does it disappear?
Oh, I also forgot to say I'm getting behind Darby and everyone else. So
No, that should.
Shit, how did I get to be the front line? Son of a bitch.
I don't think that's right. It did something weird. I'm not sure. Bonus die is a 1, and then it should give me. It's not giving me toughness. Okay. So.
Oh, sorry, I turned that off last week because
Okay.
it was throwing me off, and I forgot to tell you that to turn it back on.
Okay, so that's fine. An 18 on the first one is, yeah,
then
it rolled the damage setup. So 18 on the first one, and
I
then
re-roll.
and you re-roll the second one. Yeah.
So I'll add a bonus die and subtract 1. Or I can just enter 15 instead of 16.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so 18 on both. So that will wound both of them.
Okay.
And they look like they get angry when they get wounded.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I know. I'm just here to help with the surprises, right? All right. Darby, did you go ahead and roll your
I
shooting
did.
at some Gospog?
I did not. I'm going to go ahead and do that now.
How many are you shooting at?
I'm just shooting at the third planning
Okay.
because I mean I'm failed my willpower, so I'm quite stymied at the moment. And we'll unleash the Chenyokai on that Gospog. That's not going to get the job done. I'm just going to let that stand.
Okay.
That Spoot is going to fly to the left of Pierre and attack that guy with his moth strike. Or not.
Wow.
You know.
Does Spoot disconnect?
He's making a melee strike. Not doing anything. Out of the ordinary.
No.
Then I guess Oria is going to come over here. Have the the Eliminator no longer around. Activate the shield ring. We're going to, I guess. Let's see. Are they are armed? We're going to
they've got great axes.
We're going to definitely punch. We're going to punch 2 of them.
All right.
And we will relieve pain as my second action, which isn't going to cost anything, but the multi-attack will. Let us submit that. Hmm.
You are 1 off hitting them.
I'm gonna give you a hero card
All right.
because these just need to kind of go away. Last roll was 12. That's a little
okay.
better.
Okay, it could be outstanding.
That's a little better.
Yeah.
My base is an 18 right now.
All right, that will be enough.
And then we were outstanding with the relieve pain. So all of my allies can recover 4 shock. Which
Thank
would
you.
which would include the Viking chick.
Ignorta, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you have that, seeing as I had gotten rid of the equivalent.
Yes.
That up recently?
Oh no,
Can you-
I've always had it.
Oh, okay.
It's usually either someone else has it or I don't need it.
He just never chose to use it for you.
Yeah. Or I've had to punch something and do something else.
Right.
Yeah.
He's been hasted now, so he's just like, might as well every turn.
Throw this stuff around.
Throw it in there.
We can do it.
Yep.
All right. You guys can pull cards. That was the last person to go. And then, big problem. Yeah, gee.
Leap.
Okay, I would rather just flip this card to the next one.
But I like it.
That's nice.
That is why.
That's not condescending at all. That's nice. I like that much better.
Or I could do, that's special.
That isn't that special. This is a much better card.
Yes, it is.
Yep. It does give you the mishap on magic skills, though.
Yeah.
They don't care about that.
1 to 4 is going to screw me anyway, so.
I just call this a Tuesday.
Kind of right there.
All right. Heroes will go first, and any is approved.
I'm going to just go on, and the dragon that emerged is going to chomp down on these 2.
Okay.
So I get to use my conjuration skill for this.
Nice.
Hey,
Okay.
double digits. Way
That's
to go,
a
Robert.
15
Should
against
be,
them.
I think it should be better because you shouldn't be stymied anymore, right?
Oh, yeah, actually, that would be a 19 because I did forget to take off this time.
Yep.
Okay.
And I also forgot to take off vulnerable. Let's see, their melee is a 12, so that's still a good on them. This attack ignores all of their armor.
Okay.
I am going to go on to spend 1 more because I would like to get a second bonus die on this thing. Because it does not start off with great damage. So. So a 23 should be outstanding on them.
Versus their melee? Yes.
Versus their melee.
Yep.
And since hold on a second. Okay. So 19 without armor. still should be a wound.
It is.
And then second one. Ugh, 13. So yeah, that's a wound.
That
So
is
shock.
not that is not a wound.
Yeah. So the first one got chomped right through the incisors. The other one kind of got lip sucked a little bit.
Right. All right.
I'm going to take a shot at the third planting and one of the second.
Okay.
Just -2. And I got all my juice out, so good. There we go.
Nice.
It is a good against the third.
I think I'm only a couple of points off of an outstanding, right?
You are in fact 2 points off on outstanding on the third and the second, actually.
And we got a basic bonus they'd like to trade.
Oh, I use my telekinetic abilities to help move the bullet.
Ooh, even better. There you go.
No, hit him in the noggin.
I like hitting him in the noggin. All right, so this is AP2.
Okay. Do you want
here
to do the
comes-
second first or the third first?
Let's do the third first.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 bonus dice, AP2. Oh, I like it.
Yeah. So your toughness was against a AP2's 2 less is a 13, so that's 11. So that's going to be 2 wounds.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right.
And there's your damage against the second planting, which ought to be 2 wounds as well.
Yes, indeed. Cannot handle that kind of magnitude.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear. Ooh, we got both of them?
Mhm.
The 3.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't. I thought the 3 had two wounds. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, if you've done something successfully, you get a card because any. So Tanner.
All right.
I did. Did one of these guys die? Or do they?
No, one of them took a wound.
They have two
Okay,
wounds.
so they have more than one.
Well, they have
Correct.
a wound. But
They have
They
a wound.
you have to wound them twice to kill them.
Gotcha.
Pierre, who are you going after?
In the gust bug.
All right, I'll take the berserkers.
Otherwise, I'm going to sing the Berserker song.
That works.
The Berserker song, is that the Baby Shark tune?
No, it's from
No.
Clerk.
Clerks.
Oh, okay.
Olaf, Berserker.
I've seen it a long time ago. Don't remember that one.
So
who wants to go ahead and roll first?
I can go ahead.
Go ahead, Pierre.
Mosey on over and I will attack 2 of them.
I'll be right back. I'll let the dogs in.
Okay. He is, because they haven't gotten to go yet. Because that's still from the setback last turn, because you guys went last and first. An 18 is going to be a good.
Good. Okay. So first. And then Toughness -1 is 11.
You went after 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That is going to kill 2 more. Ignarta is also going to come that way because they're getting a little too close to Locucius.
Do your thing, Chaplain.
How does a 21 look against his will mind?
That looks like outstanding.
Excellent. You can take 4 shock and be stymied.
Are you going to choke the? Is that on the giant?
It's on
Yeah.
the giant, yeah.
You got to choke the giant out.
That's
Love
my
that.
plan.
That's fantastic. Can't overcome him. We can choke his ass out.
Yep.
Hey, it works.
Yes, it does. We just have
And
to
I would have
survive
never
long
thought
enough.
of it if I hadn't seen you here enough later.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, no problem. We'll see what Ignarta does.
Why is Ignarta stymied?
She shouldn't be anymore. Because that would have been from a hit from a great axe. Before the portal over.
All right. Ignarta is going to. You know what?
Is she supposed
I
to
was
still
saying-
be stymied?
She shouldn't be stymied because that
shouldn't be
was
stymied.
from the great axe that we
Yep.
took last round.
Yep. Which means that's going to hit. But she can't be shown up by Pierre. She will spend one of her own possibilities.
Ooh.
But that's only going to be a good. Yep. Clearly, she's going to be shown up by Pierre. Because that is not enough to kill them, and they don't take the shock.
No.
She slashes them, but she does not do enough. Yep.
Spoot's going to do a fly around against these two guys right here, those two berserkers.
Okay.
Ooh, 13. That looks like a standard.
Yep.
We're going to make one vulnerable, and the other one is going to be stymied. And then Bori is going to walk up. He's going to punch the guy who's vulnerable.
Yep.
And he's going to target Mulhand with a flash freeze. And yeah, I think that'll be it. That's 2 for multi-target. Multi-actions in there. Which is going to well, I'll roll it out. So we'll have a 19 on the Berserker guy.
That's going to be a good.
Good.
3 points away from outstanding.
We'll.
Although Oh yeah, you said 19. Yep, 3 points up from outstanding.
All right. I will take that. His toughness right now is a 11 with 1. I'm going to take the shock to take a point of armor away.
Okay.
There's 2 wounds. And let's see, it was a bonus of, let's see, plus 6 with my flash freeze. He says 15, so it's a 19. He's very vulnerable. So a 23 against dodge of
15.
Mulhand.
So 23 is
good also.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't do anything about the armor. So 15. Oh!
Well, geez.
Well,
I mean,
well, suck it!
There you go.
I was expecting that, but hey, I'll take it.
All right. Well, he's clearly going to try to soak that.
Or explosions.
Yeah, I know.
Boom, 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 boom.
Pop.
Nope.
Well, that's soaking 1.
Warm it up, Chaplain.
Oh, actually, you know what? Sorry. I just remembered. So you go to flash freeze him.
Was that a minion get in the way?
And he pulls one of his minions. He pulls one of his friends into the way.
I'll take that. That's okay. Yep. That's how we find out he has the minion or not.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's how his minions find out he has it too.
Yep.
Says, "Oh shit, we don't stand too close to the boss, guys."
All right, so that was Boria.
So Lucusus is going to hit stun on the giant and the 4 guys standing around him, and also punch the giant in the back of the leg. Let's see. You already got the size in there, right?
I do have the size in there for Nada, yes.
Alright, does a +4 for that go again? That doesn't... No, since it's a big thing. Alright, whatever.
Because you're going against dodge, right? For that stun?
Stun... you know what? Let me actually bring it up and tell you. Nope. Stun is just against willpower spirit.
Okay.
So no modifier issue because I'm... Alright, let's see. I'll give you that.
Well, it's a good thing that I took that one guy out because they're all going to get stunned now.
There we go, 27.
Boom.
Now the unarmed combat is 1 point less.
Is stun what kind of ability is stun?
Not spell.
Okay.
Oh wait. Actually, it is, isn't it, Dan?
What?
Stun.
It's a what?
It's a spell.
Oh, when we rolled the 4, you mishapped
Yeah.
because of the card.
Would you like a second
But it
chance?
shouldn't be. But stun should not be a contradiction
It's
for.
still the mishap.
It's
Doesn't
right.
matter.
Doesn't matter about
the
the card.
card says any
Yes, I
roll of
would-
a full 1 to 14
Ah.
mishap on magic
I will
skills.
trade the adrenaline for the second chance.
In which case, you couldn't have spent the possibility, so let me give you that back for the moment.
I guess it dropped it to the table instead of dropping it on that little slot.
It did. So I'm picking up the adrenaline?
Since you gave me the second chance.
Okay.
So there's a second chance. Let me go ahead and roll that first.
We just master plan a
There, it
second
starts
chance.
out as a 23.
Yes.
Excellent.
That's hilarious.
Nothing
All
wrong
right.
with that.
What do we
There's
master
your
plan?
possibility. Don't worry about it. The second chance got picked back up. That's your possibility still on the table because you couldn't have spent it on the mishap.
Alright, so I'll
Unless-
take it back up. And
So we're right back to where we were.
Same number.
Waiting for you to roll.
Same exact number. Good job.
As the starter number, yeah.
Yep.
Nobody's got any. I got glory, but I don't have it in my pool. So I don't think there's a reason to even worry about it right now. So, all right. So what was that? 27 is a what to his will spirit? To their will spirits?
To his,
Well, I'll just
it's
say
going to be
if it's outstanding, it's going to be very stymied, can't move, and lose their turn.
yeah,
Now-
it's us. It's going to be outstanding on all of them.
I did want to point out that mishap on a 4 wasn't necessarily a failure. If you wanted to have spent the possibility, you can. It's only on a 1 that's the auto failure. You have the mishap still occurs.
Yeah, well, we spent it.
Yeah, I was just making sure that was a rule and not something in my head.
All right, and like I said, the unarmed combat with his being very vulnerable is only 1 point less, so it's going to be a 26.
A 26 is going to be a good.
Only a good.
Only a good. He's pretty big on that number.
Oh, and did you
How-
include his size?
It's
He
in
said
his
it's
defenses.
it's in the thing already.
Ah, okay.
How far off is it from being outstanding?
22 points.
Yeah, I don't have any cards to play. Screw it.
Well, you can throw that possibility back out.
There
You're
you
going to
go.
spend it anyway, right?
Spend that one. That one's an up. Just FYI.
Yep. Close, but not quite. So 31 definitely gets it over the 2 point difference you said.
Yep.
All right, so let me give you a 2BD attack here. And his 24. Is that right? Where's he at? He's down here somewhere. No, toughness is 25.
25.
25.
Shock. Did that roll right? Yes, it did. All right, well,
Punch you in your kneecap.
I'll just add 2 more points of shock on him to the already choking that Chaplin's doing.
Yeah. It starts to add up.
Yeah, it does. He's at 6.
He took some earlier from the barbarians, the Vikings, I believe.
Yeah, maul him.
Mhm.
Maul
7
him,
or
hit
8.
him. Order to ya.
Oh, I did my thing. I'm done.
Oh, okay.
That was we discovered he has minion pound.
You're right.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that was an any, so.
Icy minions.
All right. And Tanner, did you do your thing?
I've not done anything yet. I'm gonna let the dragon breathe on these two again,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to take over Herrick's mind. So, it is all the same. And technically, I mishap, but it's not a spell,
Did you disconnect?
and I disconnect.
Go. Hey, you're on track for
wait,
once an hour,
no,
Robert.
Hold on a second.
You master plan that second chance, right?
Nope. I had my
Oh.
own.
You had your own? Okay.
So,
Sure,
let's
because you're
try
going on that
again.
once an hour aspiration thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knew that was actually his aspiration?
Apparently, the dice did.
Yeah.
So an 11, I want that to be a little bit higher. I'm going to use one of these possibilities.
Okay.
And use it to.
Yeah, those can be spent. You know, those can be spent on anybody.
I know.
Whereas yours can only be spent on you.
I know.
Okay.
Kind of being a jerk, isn't he?
He's like, anybody, that's me, right?
Yeah.
I am anybody. Thank you. Rolling dice now.
Yes. Okay. So at the 20, it'll be good on the 2 up here, I think. No, it's against
Correct.
their dodge.
Which is outstanding then,
Okay.
because you're breathing
So,
fire this time, yeah.
and it's an outstanding on the mind control. So he will
That
have to
sir
break
is going to be a D. That sir is going to be a DN. As
Oh yes. So I have a 20 on my mind control, and then it's up to him, and he's stymied on his will mind. Or is that stymied or vulnerable?
Are
So
you
I have
going?
it
You're going
scrolled
after
out.
Mulhand?
he is currently very vulnerable.
Well,
Did the stun make
Okay.
me stymied, Lucucius?
Yes, and the loser turn.
Okay, just stymied.
I already have one
I
marked.
think it was just stymied, but he's already stymied, so I didn't think he could stack any higher than that.
No,
He's
but
not stymied. He's vulnerable at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, well, just stymied to sit next time. Yeah, the
I
target
figured
is
that would be
very
a good card for you to have,
stymied,
just in
can't
case,
move,
Robert.
and loses turn.
Mhm.
It's very.
Very? Okay.
No, thank you, Mark. I just happen to have one. So.
Okay, no.
All right, and it. You said will mind,
Will mind.
right? Against my will mind. All right.
So each round he wants to try to break out. When he has an action, I don't think he gets an action this round.
Not this turn.
It's a 20. He has to be the 20 to get out.
Hey, Jim, just curious, did you happen to watch the stream from last week?
I did not. No.
We
I didn't know
honored you a couple of times. In it.
did honor you. Hang
Yeah.
on,
Okay.
I will.
We honored you through the entire thing.
I wasn't
Yes,
100%
I thank you
sure.
for
I wanted
many
to
of the
just
rolls
for
I made.
Yeah.
just for the spoiler of of it or not. But all right, that is all of you. All right, all of me. Okay. Well, those guys in there are all losing their turn, but they will not become. They will.
Oh, well, let me do the damage on those 2 guys. I completely
Oh yeah.
forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it starts as a 10. It just ignores all armor. So that guy took some shock. And an 18, which I think is another wound to the second, or is a wound to the second guy.
Yeah, I just didn't know which one you were rolling, so let's do this way.
Well, I was kind of going this. I kind of was going top down. So
Okay. Fair enough. That's fine. All right, that'll kill that guy then before he gets to go. And add some more shock to the other one.
And there is still technically a dragon attacking him. So.
Technically.
Oh, by the way, I should describe when I'm casting spells and while I'm keeping concentration, keep playing music.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you know what? The dragon hasn't been doing very much, so he's going to run over here after Boria.
Okay.
And then get to find out he can actually all-out attack when he gets there. All right. So Boria.
What?
Well, you said you felt left out, so
I know. I'm feeling love now.
Right, yeah. just trying to help you out here.
I appreciate it.
I want you to feel like I'm not, leaving you out.
You are not. How's an outstanding hit on me?
All right, well. Seems like 18 points of damage.
18. Yeah, that's going to do some shock to me.
And then how's a 17 to hit you?
17 is the standard.
All right, that is only 14 points of damage.
We'll do shock. 2 points. And I'll be. Does the. Oh, so I get staggered.
Yes.
So, stymied. Okay.
All right, and Pierre, that one's going to attack you.
Okay.
I'm guessing a 7 misses you.
Yes.
And
That's
the
an
other
outstanding miss.
The other two are going to attack Ignartus, and she came in to try to attack them. 15 is going to be a miss as well. All right. And that's all of my guys who get to act this turn, so you all can pull cards.
Was that the second or third round?
That was the third.
That was the third.
Okay. And you still have another flip left, correct, Robert?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Well, let's see if he has to use it. Hack and slash.
Yeah, I don't want to be confused.
I'm becoming very vulnerable to it to get rid of the confused.
All right.
You need some
But
gene
they have
mods.
an action now this time.
Tanner needs some gene mods so you can get rid of that.
How would that work with
How would that work with a drone?
That's yeah.
Just
Right.
gene mods in the code.
All right. So Maulhand is going to try to break out.
Yeah.
He is no longer very stymied. Six points. Yeah, I'll try it.
Chaplain?
Did you?
I am going to attempt to spend a possibility to boost.
I think
Chaplain?
Chaplain just blocked it.
Chaplain? I think he's.
Oh, sorry, I was muted, but I was dropping it. You can see where I put it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Apparently, people were getting very concerned there, Chaplain. You weren't
Yeah,
responding.
we were.
That's right. Yep. We're like, wait.
Because I was busy doing the job instead of talking about it.
Oh, that's your story?
Yeah, I mean, clearly, since the possibility landed before you guys heard my voice, it's not a story.
All right.
No, it's not a story.
However, all right. Boria, the two berserkers are going to attack you.
Makes sense.
And they will all out again because they like to.
And they're only vulnerable this round.
Yeah. How's a 16?
Standard hit.
That is 14 points of damage.
That's from shock.
And then a 18.
Also a standard. 2 points of shock.
2 points of shock. All right. Hey, Chaplain.
Yes.
How you doing?
Yeah, I guess he could go. 'Cause
That's fine. Remember, he's still stymied.
very stymied, isn't
Actually, I think it's just stymied.
From my miracle on him. Yep.
Right, his turn kind of went, but didn't go
Okay.
from the stun. But
And he's also now very vulnerable, or whatever it is.
yes,
Which means no all-out attack.
and that's very true. He is sad about it, but he is still coming for you.
Choke him faster.
An 11 is a miss.
He is spending.
So am I.
You sure you don't want to let that one go through? I mean, you could save those resources.
I could, or I can concentrate on my turn and give the SOB another force shock.
Yeah.
All right. Kushis, these two are going to come in on you.
Okay.
And Darby, this one's going to come down on you. All right, so Cusius. 18.
Is a standard.
That is 14 points of damage.
All right, that'll be shock.
And Darby. Didn't roll. Let's go again. Only a 10.
That is a miss.
All right. And that is all of me because I missed on. Oh, wait, did I attack you this round with the Gospog, or was that last round?
You attacked. I don't know if it was this
Yeah.
round or last round, but you attacked
It was-
Naruto with the.
Yeah.
I
think
think
it
it
was
was.
this
I
one.
went last
Yeah.
and first though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was last
I thought-
round.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
okay,
you
so-
attacked anybody with the Gospog
All
this
right,
round.
that's fine. All right, so Pierre. Only an 11. I think that's going to be a miss.
Yes, that is a miss.
And that is also a miss on Ignarta. All right. Now you all can go.
all right. Spoot is going to maneuver these two vulnerable people,
Okay.
so that'll be a 0 effect. Ooh,
Boom.
let's make them both very vulnerable. And I believe Berserker maneuvers 10. Yeah, very vulnerable and stymied.
Okay.
Because that's how we roll. And Boria is going to all out attack them and relieve pain. So I'll be a plus 6. Because I'm multi-act. Oh, no, a plus 8. That doesn't matter. How's a 15? Let's see. 15 against their melee. Because I rolled like
This is standard.
pain is a standard hit. Let's see. I'm doing 18. I'm doing 7. Sorry, deciding if a card's going to help better or not. It's 4. You know what? Possibility is going to be better. There's an outstanding, I think. Now. So a guy on the top. I am not going to shock myself for this. He'll take 2 wounds. Other guy. 2 wounds. And let me look at the relief pain. It's +3. That is to paste on that. So everyone can recover 2 shock.
Cool.
Friends and allies.
Okay.
2 shock.
All right. I'm gonna pop the giant with another diminish, and then hit these 2 guys all out. So the difference should just be a +2.
Diminishes 3 rounds, right?
Yes.
So his
Dex should
dex
be going
diminish
after this.
is going away.
Alright, so it's going to be positive on the 2. Actually, I think I just need to add that in after.
And Jim just to decide I will be vulnerable.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do the -2 because of the multi-attack here, and then I'll do the add the 4 on the top of that afterwards.
Okay.
How's 16 look against his willpower spirit?
That is good.
That is good. Alright, good. Then you can drop his spirit by 4 points. So let's see. Unarmed combat is 1 point less, so it's going to be a 19 against these 2 guys. Where are they at?
Shirkers, that is going to be a good.
Just a good? Alright, well, I'll work with it. So that'll be 1 BD to each. What's their toughness? No, that's the Gaussbogs.
11.
Thank you. 1 wound, 2 shock for the first. And 3 wounds, 6 shock to the second.
All right.
And attack is the draw card, so I will draw me a card.
Yes.
Second.
How is his faith spirit? How is that looking compared to his faith spirit?
That is a good 3 points away from outstanding.
No one happens to have a supporter before I play this, roll this possibility here.
I used it already.
I don't have one.
I could
I got an
trade,
adrenaline.
or I could trade you an action.
I'll take the action.
So, yeah.
I'll drop it on the table.
Thank you. So, here you go. So he can enjoy -3 on his. Actually, it's a curse. It's on all his
It's
tests.
on everything, yeah.
Yep. And then I will concentrate so you can be stymied and take 4 shock.
You know what? I have a lot of these, and that's starting to add up a lot. I'm just going to try to
Yeah.
soak.
I figured you were going to start soaking the shock soon.
That's the wise thing to do.
Yep.
4 a card is a lot. On top of everything else.
I will boost or attempt to.
So, what do you guys think? Do I let him? You know what? I'll let you, Jim. You're not.
No, don't.
You said don't.
Let him fall.
Oh,
No. Go. Negate.
Yeah, I was
negate.
gonna let him, oh, you want me to negate? All right.
Yeah, I think you should negate.
I will negate.
The whole point of your possibilities you said was to run Jim out of his, so
No. I specifically said I can't run Jim out of his.
you had 15, he only had 12.
Plus,
If
you
I
have
have 2, I can donate to you. So
No.
Yeah,
See,
well,
Mark,
I went and did it. You guys asked for it, so I did.
Yeah,
I believe what
You're good.
Rob's trying to say is Jim says he's been spending Nada's possibilities, but hasn't been pulling it from his pool yet.
Right. And I had given him 3 extra. So I know he's got a lot.
I'm
But
aware.
you guys are pointing to the fact that if he goes unconscious, he could end up with having some unspent. And that just hurts Jim's feelings. So that's what convinced me. By the way, I'm getting very confused by your background, Mark,
Yeah.
because I minimized it.
That was up there the entire time for the stream last week.
Ah, gotcha.
Every time anybody rolled a 1, we're like, "Oh, Jim's here."
Noted.
Thank you, Jim.
Yep, you were there.
I did not.
I
mark you
appreciate
as
it.
roll, Jim. I did not do that to you. You'll be happy to hear.
All right. That was
Because you didn't have the image saved.
I was gonna say he's just upset because he didn't have it ready.
No, because even if he didn't have the image save, I'm sure he could have gotten it quick enough from you guys.
I'd have sent it to him.
Right. He'd have just been like, I don't have that one real quick. Hold on. All right. So that was
Shoot, I
Chaplain.
know, I'm sure he's got one for you somewhere on the back of one of your tokens.
Mhm.
Okay. So the giant is still up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's inconvenient.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Jim's smart enough to start soaking some of those before it's a fail and fall over.
I am going to inflict joy on
I love that
the
name.
giant.
Okay.
And so I might need that second chance card still. But I'm also going to be telling Wallhand to run and scream and attack the giant.
Okay.
So I'm going to be at a -2. So that is a 15 against the giant's will mind. Or will spirit, actually. This is a will spirit.
That is
One of the
a
rare ones.
good. That is a good 1 point off of outstanding.
Okay, that's okay, because basically what this does is it adds a stymied and a vulnerable to him. And he's not going to need to taunt, but he also cannot taunt. I'm waiting to use this against the Nile.
A gloater.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. You can't taunt.
That thing that you do that nobody likes when you do it, you can't do that now.
All right. And so Maulhand charges in.
And so it looks like he's doing exactly what he would normally do.
All right. And you made him very vulnerable now.
Wow, Maulhand, that's just sad.
You are asking me to roll dice, so you know.
Well, and it's me asking Jim to roll the die.
And he still got an 18.
Jim, it's okay because we're not asking you to roll them well. So
Right. I
you're,
understand.
I think we're all happy with your performance this evening.
Yes.
Yep.
So far.
That is a standard hit. Yeah, all right. He will be relentless.
Yeah.
And do a point of shock.
Yep.
You know what? Let me do that because that number's getting a little too close for my comfort.
And just in case, Jim,
Yep. Uh-huh.
he should be just vulnerable, not very vulnerable for the all-out attack.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check. All right. So that was Tanner. And Chaplain, you went too, right?
I did. I cursed him, remember?
Yep. So, and Boria, did you go?
Yes, it did.
All right.
Oh, quick question. Somebody here said they stymied him?
Oh, I was going the other way.
I added an extra stymie to it.
Right, he added.
He
Excellent.
inflicted joy.
So he's very stymied because you gave him a stymie, and my concentration gives him a stymie.
Correct.
That's there.
Yep, it's on there.
But only one of them was there, not both.
No,
That's
sure.
On the roll.
technically his reality is a -1, not a 1. Just
Oh, fair. Okay.
So Darby's going to back up towards the chaplain to become vulnerable and shoot his berserker.
Okay.
Because really, that's the only thing I
Berserker.
can shoot without
Going to shoot him in the face.
shooting someone else.
Berserker. I couldn't help it.
Yep.
Lehman. Just got to continue that.
It's just right there. You gotta follow up.
Mhm. Yes.
It's going to be a good
Hey.
success.
Good roll.
Yep.
We'll run with that and see how we do. Shunyokai's AP2.
Okay.
Oops. Wrong button.
Well, it's like, wow.
Right.
I was excited.
Aw.
But it is AP2, so that is actually going to do a wound.
Yay, I enraged him.
Yep,
And
you
I
did.
get my card.
Oh, actually, that's true. I attacked. I forgot about that.
All right. Locutus or Peter?
I will all out attack and.
No, Locutus,
go
you
for
went,
it.
didn't you?
Yes, I
three
did
of
the
them.
diminish and
Yep,
killed one
that's fine.
guy and hit another. Wounded
All
another.
right, so Pierre's the last one. Yep. Did you say all outing the one?
All three of them.
All three? Okay.
So that should have actually been too lower. 16. I will add.
Yeah, 16 is a standard.
Getting a really weird error where it's saying that I don't have my token selected, but I do have my token. No turn order item was found by the name of Pierre.
Weird.
Just roll a 20 because this isn't the pop-up thing is not.
Here, I'll just add you in the turn order again. Let's see if that works. Maybe try now.
It sort of did something. It said last.
Yeah, you put in last roll of a 0, so 15 and 11 is a 26, which is a plus 9. So 7 higher, so that's 25, which is going to be outstanding.
Outstanding. Okay. Let's. First one. 2. These guys have 11 after AP.
Mm-hmm.
Trademark.
Yep, trademark.
You don't need a trademark. The 1 wound was enough to kill it, so you don't even have to.
Oh,
Just give me the 3rd.
it was fun.
I mean, you can roll it if you want. It's just... it's enough.
There we go.
222. Yep. All right. Well, you left Ignarta, so I guess she'll come in and attack. It's vulnerable. Yuck. That is a standard, but it is not enough to do shock. All right, she is done. Oh, actually, no, she missed anyway. We're good. That's right. I had her attack the Gospog before. All right, that is all of you. So you guys can pull cards. So she did come yet. Get rid of that. And then
This is round 4, right? Or we're starting round 5?
we're starting round 5, yes.
All right. Put that there to track a thing.
Not today.
I don't really like this minimum of 10 this round. So would y'all like me to turn this one?
Yeah.
Okay, then I am flipping this one too.
All right.
Much better card.
Agreed.
Yep. Faith may be used as a defense against all interaction attacks. Heroes will go first, and intimidate and attack is approved.
Intimidate and trick.
Sorry, intimidate and track, yes.
A trick?
A trick! So you all can go first.
Is anyone here wounded?
Mm,
I didn't think so. Okay.
I think Ignarta is the only one who has a wound, but you already healed her.
I already healed her, so I can't again.
is
I-
Nadad still vulnerable? Very vulnerable?
Currently, yes.
I'm making sure that what's next to him counts for him. So
Yeah, because we were last round.
Yeah.
Now we're first.
Yep.
all right.
You guys are getting the best of both worlds a couple times over.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I'm just going to punch the guys in front of me and trick the other guy. So I'm going to put a trick on this one and
Okay.
punch this one. So let's see, my trick is 1 point higher than my unarmed combat. So let's just go ahead and do the cyber punch first. Yeah, screw it. There you go. That's a bad roll to begin with. Alright, 14. Where is he? Okay. Nope.
A punch, that's a standard.
Alright. That's about as far as I'm going to go. So it'll be standard. There'll be an 18 for the punch. And it's 18 points for the punch for damage.
That's enough to kill him.
Alright, it's going to be 15 on the trick.
And that is a good.
That's against. Okay, so he can be. We'll make him very vulnerable.
All right.
I need to get rid of this guy because he's in the way.
I'm going to be simple here. Borgia is going to put up the. He's going to relieve pain and intimidate that guy. Ooh, that's a good roll. +8 on the intimidate is a 21. If he's
on the
if he's-
berserker,
yeah, if he's intimidatable,
he is in fact intimidatable.
uh,
A 21 is a good.
yep, he'll be very stymied. And that's a DN10. That's a good. So everyone recover 3 shock.
All right.
No, friends and allies, not the giant.
Yeah. I knew what you meant.
Not the giant.
All right, I am going to go ahead and put a doom on the giant. This will be against Faith Spirit.
Doom on you. Doom on you.
How does an 18 compare to his faith?
Outstanding.
All right, so he is going to be stymied and vulnerable for the next 3 rounds and disfavored on his next test. And I will concentrate so he can take 4 shock and be stymied.
Right.
I figured the disfavored saves me a possibility.
Well, he is going to have to soak.
Yep.
I still have the curse on me.
And very stymied.
Yep.
And disfavored.
He falls.
Excellent.
Okay, Mark, do you still have that second chance card?
I have another second chance.
Okay,
If you would
just
like
in case. Just in case. I am going to alter Maul Hand memory and get him to do something. I'll be at a -2.
Are you going to try to convince him to go kill the giant?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yes! Alter memory. So, this is against Will Mind,
All right.
so it should be outstanding.
It is.
Oh, actually, no, he gets 2.
Right.
Actually,
is it contested?
Since it's contested, hold on 1 second. I'm going to give you a possibility.
So you can juice it up and make it harder.
I'm going to use a draw to do it.
Okay.
And I'm going to juice it up. So, 17. Oh, wait, actually, is that wrong? And I'm not concentrating on inflict joy anymore.
Yeah.
So a 25.
And you said it's will mind?
It's will mind.
Yeah. Okay. And what are you altering his memory to?
The memory, it's really just last at the thing and today. That he was impressed by the Delphi Council, but because Ignarta said she would go with the Delphi Council, he, by his honor, just could not. He just could not. But now he's seen the Delphi Council fight, and so he is ready to swear his allegiance to the Delphi Council for him and his tribe. And then mind control, I'm going to get him to grab the acorn from the giant and then go over to Chaplain, kneel down, and give it to him. And say, I bow before the might of the Delphi Council and swear our allegiance, my tribe's allegiance, to the Delphi Council.
Wow.
I mean, if Banner had epics, this
So
would be
chaotic.
happening.
Now, are any of his barbarians alive to see? Any of his Vikings alive to see it? Though?
Yes,
No, one guy's alive.
One.
he's
Oh.
wounded, and I'm getting ready to shoot him, but I will let him live.
Need a witness.
Yep, so that he can go back and report to Uthorian what his boss did.
Okay. So Maulhand will do that, being under the current mind control, and it is his turn to do that. So he will walk over and he will grab the acorn and hand it to Chaplain and kind of kneel down and say that he will swear allegiance for him and his tribe to the Delphi Council.
Hmm.
Well, that was pretty surprising.
He's got that glazed 1,000-yard expression too.
Yeah. And then what do you? Okay, so do you guys want to let them just leave at this point?
Oh yeah.
I will
I'm-
let Maulhand lead.
I'm
Okay.
willing to let the other guy leave too, so he can be a witness to Maulhand's allegiance to the Delphi Council.
Understood. All right. Then we'll finish that, and now is a good time for us to take a break.
Okay.
Yep.
Now is a good time for us to take a break 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go too far. We will be right back. And we are back.
All right, so you have sent Maulhand back on his own way with one of his own people as a witness, whatever that may or may not do in the future. And Rod, the goggles that he was wearing, let me pull them back up.
Yeah, I'll take those off him. He doesn't need those anymore.
Yep, no. Clearly not.
Okay. This acorn, does it happen to feel like it's reality rated?
As in, like it's an eternity shard?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I see. We have all possibilities by our set cards for the
Escalation.
escalation.
Yes.
Yeah.
That, in fact, you do.
Are they darkness goggles?
They are darkness glasses.
Okay. More importantly, do they change size?
Yes.
Okay.
No, so two people can use them at the same time.
But only if you're next to each other.
Only if you're next to each other the whole time. Yes.
Your heads got to be touching.
So I currently have Bell Low Light and a Bell Low Light eye for ignoring 2 points of darkness penalties. These would ignore 4. Is there someone here who ignores 0 darkness penalties? Who basically gets screwed by darkness penalties?
I have nothing for.
I think a lot of us don't have anything.
Why don't you take these then?
I think I've got night vision goggles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, this character does not have night vision goggles.
Well.
Oh well.
I got tricksy things I can do, so I'm good.
I'm not really the combat guy. Pierre's the one that needs it.
Yeah, and I think, Dan, you and me and Lacusis are able to cast light here in Isle.
Yeah.
So I think it makes sense to pass this here.
I agree.
So are you giving up the coggles or?
Yeah.
Oh, this is loot we're divvying up. This was on the magic item that you scored. Never
This
mind.
it was the card I played.
Oh, okay. So that is off your card.
Yeah.
Are you keeping them like they're on your character sheet? And
Oh, I'm telling Liam to keep them on his character sheet.
okay. I was wondering if that was like a loan or a gift.
Gift.
So at that point, Ignarta will come over to you, having seen the acorn be given to you, and she will say that she feels that it belongs to her because she was here first and had found it. Unfortunately, Nadad had taken it from her in battle.
And I believe then we took it from him in battle.
She says, yes, that is true, but it would be most helpful if I could bring it back so that I could plead my case to the rest of the tribes so that we would always be able to bury our dead properly and not have to do as we have been told.
But like afterwards, we kind of need this acorn to help people on the main island. Would you be willing to give it back to us?
Well, it would not be mine to give at that point because it is something that I believe that if I come back and request this for all of the Vikings that I do, I think that if I would have to give it to the clan so that the clan would be able to bury our dead as we wish rather than as Bijani demands.
And would the council, I can't remember what they're called, the adjudicators, let us take it if we can explain what is happening?
Well, she says that she would be giving it to her clans, and her clan would take it back with them after the thing, and the clan would hold it so that they could have that so that holding on to that acorn would allow their clan to bury the dead properly rather than face these gloom storms and whatnot.
Just a moment, ma'am. Could we team huddle?
This seems like lose-lose situation.
Well, no, because they've already talked about joining the Delphi Council on our side, and if we give them the ability to go honor their dead the right way, that just makes us look like good guys, and their whole clan comes in on our side because the Delphi Council made it possible for them to honor their dead.
Yes,
But what happened to Tolwyn then in that case?
Well, excuse me, Ignata, do your people have stories of something called the Carredon?
Not the carry-on, but the Carredon.
Yeah.
Carry on, my wayward son.
There'll be peace when
Exactly.
you're done.
She says, the Scalds may, I don't know. I don't know of any stories, but I've never asked our Scalds about such a thing. It is not something that is commonly told amongst us.
The reason we're asking for it is we are trying to prevent the Carredon from coming back.
What is this Carredon?
Well, from what I understand, if you take a dragon, you make it about 100 times larger and about 1,000,000 times meaner, you get a carrot. Now, this is Tanner saying something that he has really no idea about because nobody has explained it to him. So he's just kind of thinking of the worst thing that most people, or the thing that most people fear in Isles, which are the dragons.
I was going to say, you can also, since she's a Viking, use the terminology of Ragnarok.
Yeah,
it's like the Midgard serpent, only bigger.
There you go. The world serpent.
I should remind you all that the Vikings from Isle they don't have the same myths and legends that the Vikings from here do. They really don't, and they may not even. Some of them, they're different people,
So we got to do this thing, this ritual that needs all these little pieces, and the acorn is a piece that we need to be able to do this ritual. In order so that the Carredon doesn't come back and eat like everybody.
We're trying to
I'm sure that after we're done with the ritual, if the acorn is still around, you can absolutely have it.
Someone go ahead and give me a near impossible magic skill roll.
Magic?
I look at Dan.
Yeah,
I look at Dan.
Can I help?
Just a plain out. Just a plain out magic skill.
Yeah.
Your best magic skill. Go.
Yeah, I will assist. I will assist with conjuration.
All right, so then I will wait until you.
I will also assist. 3, 4, 5. So it looks like you're looking at a +3 from the two of us helping.
All right. Is that it? Yeah, I guess that's it.
4. He's 20. He's got a 20.
Right, but right.
Yeah. Plus, never mind. Yeah.
16 is not gonna be high enough.
It's near impossible, so it is the 20.
You need 2 more. We need a basic bonus.
Here's let's see.
So near impossible is DN 20. So you are 4 off right now.
My bad.
I will play the willpower to get me closer.
I've got an action if you want to trade me a card.
I also have a drama if you want to just use it.
Where are you at? There you
Here.
are.
Boop.
All right. So Dan, in your discussions and thinking about this, so kind of what really made you think about it was, you know, the Carredon, and you know, the Carredon, 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 you the colonel saying, "Oh, we can give it back to you if it's still in one piece."
Darby.
Or Darby, sorry. You realize that the ritual will in fact destroy the acorn.
I thought so, but Darby doesn't know that.
You also realize technically it is possible to complete the ritual without the acorn. However, it would cost a life.
Nope. So we need the acorn.
We let the berserker go.
I will quietly pass it on to whoever's, But yeah, I'll pass that information on to whoever's negotiating with her.
It would cost life. Huh? Ugh.
So.
But two long runs. Because them being able to bury their dead. Boris is going to say, at this, I am willing to give up the acorn. We can figure something out.
I'll agree with you with Boria.
Because it's if Tolwyn, we could fix Tolwyn somehow. We will figure that out. But having them being able to bury their dead and them not coming back as Durgars, well, that helps us in the long run too.
Well, Hughes isn't going to argue with you. He just gives you information.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. I think is good to give to her.
I agree.
Of course, Lucusius thinks it's a good idea.
No, Lucusius did not say it was a good idea. Lucusius is not talking.
He's just not arguing.
Yeah, I am not arguing the situation.
You're not standing up for your girlfriend?
No, I'm not standing up for anybody.
He's like, oh.
The best thing to do in a situation like this is to keep my mouth shut. Been married 20 years.
So I think that's it. Then. We're going to allow her to keep it.
Okay. She thanks you, and she will take the acorn, and she will tell you that she will contact you guys. She will go back to the clan.
May I suggest we all go back to the thing together?
Oh, yeah.
This way you don't need to worry about the giant or anybody else.
The anybody else part, I think, is, yeah.
The
right.
giant's
I don't think the giant's going to be an issue at the moment.
I mean, he's only unconscious.
Well, we could fix that, too.
We just keep poking at him until he bleeds out.
No, that's fine. She will definitely return back to the thing with you guys so that she can get the clan ready to, join the Delphi Council, and obviously celebrate the victory of getting the acorn, so that they can.
And I just want to play this in case we get jumped.
Okay. You will not be jumped on the way back to the.
Okay.
To the thing.
And I'll keep it.
So you can keep it. We are going to change scenes, however, as you head back to the thing, to Oslo.
So back up to
5.
Yeah.
Or down to 5, as the case may be. Take that.
And then when we're done, Jim, with the card thing, I will play a card when we're with that.
So when we get to that ritual, I have the card. Whoever wants to play it can use.
So I'm letting the dogs out. Are we doing the card thing?
We are doing the card thing.
Which ritual, Dan?
I have Martyr.
if you're
that's
if
that's
you mean,
like Axway.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
There's our
axe,
life.
that is axe away.
Oh,
Because
I'm just saying, I have a martyr card. I'll just add it to you guys. You can save it.
it won't help now, but and it will get recycled and the deck shuffled multiple times before we get there. But
Yep.
we thank you for
Oh.
your willingness to play the card.
I didn't say I was playing that. Fucker.
That's what isn't that what you guys heard? That's what I heard.
what I
These
heard was
exact words
Dan's
is
like, I have a
traitor.
martyr card for whoever wants to play it.
Yeah,
See,
that's what I said.
That's not. I thought we all heard Dan say, "I have a martyr card that and I can play it."
I heard that. That's
You know what?
exactly
I got a
what
better
heard,
idea.
Dan.
I'll just play it now for the possibility and draw a card.
Just
Let's put an end to this right now. I got to discard the close call and the adrenaline to get down to 5.
So yeah, when you get a chance, Jim, you can give me a possibility.
Oh, there's a monologue on the table.
We don't need it though.
Yeah, but I love monologue.
Dan,
and
just
connection.
for now, because I've already declared the scene thing, just hold on to it for the start of the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on to the card.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I hate that.
I mean,
the
I get that
connection
you're
is
gonna
gonna
play
get
it, but-
discarded.
Yep. Well, I already drew the card for it.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
that's
just
fine.
gonna say I'll
That's,
play it out later, but I won't draw another card. I'll just keep the one I got.
Yep.
Did you? I don't think I have it anymore. I traded it to Boya. Never mind.
That's right.
all right. So we're all at 5. So those are going away. Check. All right. Any recycles?
Nope. Dan, you're at 6.
That's because all right. Now you can play that the
All right.
martyr.
I know. Okay, I see what you did. Oh, I see what you did there.
There's the play, and then.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd already played it and drew, so the issue is just play it and keep it.
Yep,
from-
yep.
And then there's your possibility. And then Rod, you said you were going to play a card.
Yes, I'm gonna. Or unless someone here is very charismatic and would like trade for this Delphi support to see what we find.
Okay, sure. What would you like?
I'll take whatever you think will work.
Okay. Okay, so I will play this and see what we find. It's just a basic persuasion check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A 19.
Is there anything in particular you were looking for, or just kind of whatever we find?
Truthfully,
I
whatever.
know what Darby wants.
Oh, rockets.
Well, I knew that he would want law rockets, but I mean,
He
since
would.
we're an Isle,
Bear
it could
in
have been
mind,
something from Isles.
the way the card reads, Jim, you get to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I was going to give him what he was looking for.
Magical
The no law
law rocket. Magical law.
Magical. Ooh.
We're an Isle.
See, the problem with that is you got a law rocket, and you roll a 60 when you shoot your law rocket, and it's fire and forget, right? Because it's done. It's not a weapon. It's like throwing a grenade. So you're never going to get a magical law rocket because it's shot out when you're done.
Oh, it's just like
Unless
ammo.
it's unless you get the endless ammo.
Yes.
That would
Endless
be
ammo law rocket.
ideal.
All of us here have GM for TORGanized play.
I don't think any of us are ever giving out an
None of
endless
us would
Let's all
ever give
agree
that.
that will not ever happen.
I would never give that out. I was like, nobody's ever going to give me that. Man, that would be cool. But
Well,
Rod, there's always
you
a
know-
chance in the home game.
And then we stop playing.
Maybe if we would either give it to Jim or we could give it to Mark because Jim would roll badly all the time.
You're like, wow, you mishap again.
We get to blow everybody up with a law rocket from Jim again.
And Mark would be amusing.
Yeah.
Or you could give us something like a potion of invisibility, or one of the things from Isle.
Not helping.
The invisible law rocket.
The invisible law rocket.
They'll never see it coming.
They'll never see it coming. That's right. Oh my god.
It is. So you will find a potion of spirit.
Ooh, that's
Potion of
good.
What is? Oh, okay.
So it's
Plus
a potion
3
of
for the rest of the
attributes. So
scene?
yeah, it's +3 for the rest of the scene.
I think Chaplain and Boria can use this the best.
Probably give it to Borya because I already have a +1 bonus, so he'll get more.
Oh, you more of it, yeah.
All right, so you guys come back to Oslo. It definitely looks a lot less busy here now. It looks like a lot of the smaller clans of Vikings have already left Oslo, but there are some of the bigger clans are still here. I mean, the Bjarnis are still here because this is kind of their home. The Sea Dragons are here as well as the Sturloiders, basically waiting for whatever champion was going to return. So when Ignarta comes back, she holds up the acorn, and goes into her clan. And there is much rejoicing, and they begin basically, many of the clan are coming up and giving her praise and thanks and whatnot. And they also start setting out for a feast, basically. You think that Trophostar looks like he is kind of giving her a little bit of the eye, so to speak. But he does not make any kind of motions or words or anything. He just kind of gives her the look. However, he does kind of, recognize that the acorn has been found. And so at that point, he says that basically the thing has ended with the finding of this acorn. May we all rejoice in this blessing that has been given to us, and we recognize the Sea Dragons to be the champions of this item since they returned with this item before everyone. And so at that, kind of Ignarta kind of comes up to Lucucius and says that, she will see you again in the future, but she suggests that you guys leave Oslo.
You've been put in the friend zone.
However,
all right.
you guys start heading down to the docks. Your ship is still there. The men are still on the ship. However, Trophistar Biani is there with some of his men, and as well as some other people. And basically, Trophistar looks to you and he says, "You heard my father. The thing ended once the victor returned. Now it's time for you to die."
We just fucking
Oh,
took
good,
down
we
a
get to
giant. You're
get out
gonna
of
be
the way.
nothing.
Okay. So I
Keep
don't think
one
we
of
get
them
to
for the
talk to him at all
ritual.
beforehand.
To Trophistar? No.
Yeah. Okay, so he's just jumping into the battle.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Okay, so I get 2 flips. Yay!
I assume we'll take off all our shock, et cetera, et cetera, et
yes,
cetera.
you can
Because
take off all of your
It's
shock.
been a while. Okay.
I can close all of those sheets that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Might not want to close all of them.
Because we have okay. Hey,
We're
those
gonna have
guys.
berserkers.
The thing has ended, Berserker.
And do you know what? I haven't seen these guys for a while.
Oh, don't know. Okay, those guys. The
That's right.
Wait, what are those?
lurks.
Oh.
The guys who scream.
Yes.
Oh.
Ugh, that's a lot of them.
Grenade formation, check. Do we have any grenades?
Yes.
Check. But
There you go. Bowling for lurks.
Is this guy right? And you find a new guy.
Oh, I need to reset my Roll20.
Ah, okay. Check.
Take that back. I need to reset my whole computer. So,
Oh boy.
oh,
We'll see you in 5.
yeah.
Do we have cards for the lurks and the berserkers? Because I shut the berserk. Well, I guess we got
Do,
card for
do
the
we-
berserkers.
do we have time, Jim, it being 10:30 to deal with all these guys?
Yeah, I just realized it's 10:30. We probably want to hold this till next time. Honestly, because it's going to be a bit with that many guys out there.
Yeah.
All right. So
Does Robert know?
nope. He'll find out.
When he comes back and nobody's on.
I'll just log off mysteriously.
Guys?
I'll
Guys?
text them.
Hello,
So,
guys?
I'm going to text them.
where'd everybody go?
It's
There's
like when the
something I
person
said.
falls asleep in the classroom and everybody leaves.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening. If you want to see what happens next, come join us on Wednesday for some more TORGanized play. If you can't wait till next Wednesday for your tabletop RPG needs, give me a second. My cameras are a little bit wonky. We'll just do that. You can join us tomorrow night for some Mutants and Masterminds, and Friday night for some Consequences of Chaos, 5th edition D&D. And of course, we will be playing on Sunday over at the Dragon's Table some Rebel Yell, which is Star Wars Fantasy Flight. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're in this adventure called life together, so keep that golden rule in mind. And treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.